What does the word for grass in some Southeast Asian languages come from the Aztecs? For instance, if you go to the island of Mindanao in the Philippines, you might hear some people refer to grass as zacate. And in classical Nahuatl, the language of the Aztecs, the word for grass was sacac. So how did a word for a basic thing like grass travel 15,000 miles from Mexico to the Philippines? The 6-syllable answer is colonialism. But the full story is actually really interesting, especially when we talk about the unique languages in the Philippines that use this word. After the Spanish started colonizing the Americas, they started doing the same thing in what is now the Philippines. And a lot of this involved moving people around, either from one island to another or one colony to another. This led to a lot of people who didn't share a common language being forced together by the Spanish and then needing to figure out a way to communicate. And in the Philippines, the solution to this was the creole language Chabacano. It takes a bunch of Spanish vocabulary but then organizes it in a way that's a lot more natural to speakers of Austronesian languages like those in the Philippines. So it'd be like a Spanish verb like mira, but it has to go first in the sentence and it's not conjugated. It's more complicated than that, but anyway, dialects of Chabacano started getting spoken on the island of Mindanao and Manila Bay. There's different theories about whether these dialects developed from a common origin or just developed in parallel, but either way, they're still pretty mutually intelligible. But the early forms of this language didn't even have these Aztec words yet. These got introduced when Spanish traders from Acapulco and New Spain started making regular trips between the Americas and the Philippines. And many of these traders had close contact with or were partially descended from Nahuatl speakers. So they brought words like zacate for grass, petate for mat, and tiangue for market. And these were words that in the past were very important to the Aztecs. So for instance, a petate was a type of mat that you'd sleep on, like essentially a bed. And now because of colonialism, these Aztec words are being spoken in a Spanish-based creole in the Philippines. And what's crazy is that some of these words never even really fully entered Spanish except in some parts of Mexico.